So what's going on, all you Boruto fans? I'm Predictable60 here, bringing you guys the next review on episode 38, and I have to say I was very impressed with this episode. I thought that they were actually going to start the tuning exams through this episode, and of course I was incorrect. They were just kind of trying to get placed on different teams, and that actually didn't go so well. But of course, like I mentioned in the previous video, the prediction, we already knew that these three were going to be on the same team. We already knew that Konohamaru was going to be their sensei and basically their leader in the whole series for this show. I mean, we've already witnessed this before in the video game and maybe even through pictures, but it was pretty obvious from the get-go. So I mean, it wasn't like this was anything or should be anything that was like a surprise to anyone, and they did, and it was pretty interesting to see this. They did showcase Miro, which is Saratobi Sensei, otherwise known as Asuma Sensei. He was pretty much, that's his daughter, that's the girl that was basically the baby in Naruto Shippuden, and of course this was Shikamaru's kind of duty to protect her, and of course she's now all grown up, and this is kind of crazy to me because it kind of makes you wonder how old she is. She looks a lot older than what you think she should look like, because by her being a baby when Shikamaru, Naruto, and everybody else was, you know, their age, she should be like at least maybe the same age as Boruto and the rest of them. I mean, she might have been actually, I'll take that back. She might be just a couple years older than them, maybe like, it just really all depends. I'd say about 3 to 5 years older than Boruto and his classmates, but I mean, this was pretty cool. I really do think so, because she seems like a very good ninja. I mean, of course, it seems like she knows what she's doing, and she doesn't seem like she has a problem with handling anybody in combat. And of course, we never did see her use or utilize the chakra with the chakra blades that she was using. She just was kind of using them as the actual ninja tool that they are. She didn't do anything special to them, so we don't know if she has the capability of doing that just yet. She might still be needing to learn that part, but of course, it was still good to see her combat Boruto and Sarada. And of course, Mitsuki really didn't have a place in this battle because he was just more kind of watching and analyzing the fight himself and just trying to see the coordination between Boruto and Sarada, just making sure that their coordination didn't have too many flaws within it, but because it really did. And this was more of just a test, as we knew from the start of the episode. We kind of witnessed this as a test just to see how well they would work together, and, you know, see if they couldn't figure out how to coordinate their attacks more so. But of course, they did finally meet up with Naruto and figure out that they don't want to be team whatever it was that they were received. They want to be Team 7, which is pretty cool. I think that they're wanting to continue another generation of Team 7 and just kind of carry on the name of Team 7, because that was their parents' squad, and of course they all seem like the type of people who represent someone from the previous Team 7, of course. And Naruto went ahead and said, yes, you can go ahead and do that. You go ahead and be Team 7. It'll be the revival of Team 7, basically, as a new generation, of course. And I mean, this was just pretty cool. And we got to see Sarada use her Sharingan. Of course, this was the first time she ever got beaten by someone who didn't actually have a Sharingan. And I thought, honestly, watching the trailer for this episode, I thought that Mira had a or I think it's Mirai, I believe. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but if somebody wants to put the thing in the bottom in the comment section below, you can go ahead and do that to let me know how you pronounce her name. I think it's Mirai, or I don't want to say Mariah, but obviously, but it's like Mirai or Mira. And of course, like I said, she actually beat someone who used Sharingan. I did not expect that. But then when you think about it, her mom actually did take on Itachi, and back then, when she took on Itachi, she was able to do the same thing and get the better of him, but Itachi kind of knew more of what to do. You know, he kind of knew more of how to get out of a situation such as that. And it was kind of a role reversal, because he kind of used his Sharingan to activate it to where he kind of swapped positions with her. And it was pretty much an interesting moment back then. So, I mean, now it's just kind of, obviously, Sarada doesn't have the same ability to do the same thing. So that was a whole ordeal of a fight. But we got to see Naruto, of course, also trying to train people to use barriers to protect the village, and they were not doing such a good job. But Naruto kept having to activate Nine Tails chakra mode, and he pretty much broke through the barriers like it was nothing. And, you know, like I said, they finally caught up to him. Boruto and the rest of them finally caught up to him, and it almost seems like Boruto and Naruto are starting to build more of a bond, because even at the beginning of the episode, we got to see Boruto actually eating breakfast with, you know, the rest of everybody. We got to see Naruto actually there being a dad and offering Boruto something to drink even. It's just, one of the things that we kind of slowly start noticing that they actually are starting to become more of a closer family and actually are starting to bond more. And I can't wait to see Boruto practice his Rasengan training, because I feel like that's going to be more so to do with Sasuke. Of course, we did see Boruto training with Sasuke for this event, so that much I can't wait to see. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below, because I really did enjoy this episode myself. And of course, if you guys want to go the extra mile, go ahead and like this video and share it with as many people as possible. If you guys are fans of Boruto, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell symbol for all the latest Boruto episodes that I will be reviewing and keeping up with and keeping you all up to date with. And on that note, this has been your broadcast. Unpredictable is signing off.